Welcome to another episode of Modern Malay Enchantment. First up, we have this charm from Sahabat Weton. This is just a reenactment, not the real thing. And the quote says in Javanese. So I don't speak Javanese, so I'm just using Google Translate. If you have a better translation, let me know. It says, "The earth gives the sky a witness. Whoever hurts my heart, their life will be destroyed by fire." So this charm involves writing some words on a piece of paper, and then he folded up the piece of paper, tied it with the white string, and then also there was I think a photograph of the person. So this person who hurt them, they put some, I think, a flower petal and incense, burnt incense, and they put it in the hole along with the folded paper. So he put it in the hole and then he covered it up with soil. So I looked at the comments because I was trying to figure out what this was about, right? So the comments said, the first one is saying, you don't have to do this spell. You just do your night prayers and cry to God so that God will take revenge for you. And then another comment, the second one says, I have been humiliated, uh, slandered, and so on, but I just cried and prayed to God, and because God's revenge, or God's how do you say, balasan? Balasan is like repayment. Yeah, the punishment will be instant. And I saw for myself how this person was destroyed in terms of his business, work, rizki, abundance, health, and so on. Oh, and like the first two comments kind of sound the same because they both said like even their mother's prayers can't even help them. So mother's prayer is considered um one of the strongest prayers out there. Okay, next one we have from Linda Heniwati. If you have certain problems such as being feeling lazy to do your acts of worship, um, you can use these leaves of the bidara tree, which is the jujube plants. So she shows here, okay, take the leaves from the plants, grind them up so you get this paste. Put the leaves in water and then bathe with the water. And the benefits are that your dark aura will start to shine. You will start to have more abundance. Somebody that you love or your soulmate who is far away will come near to you. Your current partner who is rough will become kind, and any other sort of efforts you are making, like at work or school, that is difficult will become smooth and easy again. Okay, next one is from abidigital.id. A way to torture the genes in your body. So one of the ways he's explaining in this video is when it rains, you can just stand in the rain and let the rain, sort of like mandi hujan, bathe using the rainwater just by standing outside. And then he gives this verse from the Quran. He says that this method has been explained in the Quran. So he gives this verse. So you can pause and read that. It's saying that God has the rain that falls from the sky. God has given that to you to purify yourself with that rain and get rid of disturbances of the devils, to strengthen your heart and make you strong. Next one from Eri Abdul Rahim. So this man is a ruqyah practitioner. That means he does Islamic healing for cases of possession, mental illness caused by uh, disturbances of spirits, and so on. And so his ruqyah sessions are filmed. So far, I only see a lot of women who are possessed. So you can see what happens here. It's like the so-called jinn who is in this woman, is making her act out in very strange ways. and the bottles of water behind the woman on the table also it's also water that has already been recited upon. So you can see like I don't know if I can zoom in. Yeah, you can see all their caps are off. So these, what is this, 1.5 liter water bottles, they have all have had Quran verses recited on them, and then he will use the water as part of his healing process or exorcism, I guess you can see that. Okay, next one. Oh, thanks to Fistry, my friend, for sending this to me. So it's from Explore Jember. Someone found this spell or this amulet that was made, and it had photos of a man and a woman on it, and then you can see letters written on the coconut. I think this is a coconut. So then the photos were like pasted onto it. But I think apparently in this video, the woman who found this coconut, this spell, she sort of neutralized it. So I think this coconut floated on the ocean. I don't know how far. It just says here on the southern beach, Pantai Selatan. But it survived that far. All right, next is from our grandfather's story. It covers this man named Fadli, who is a ruqyah practitioner. So this is him, Ustad Fadli, ruqyah specialist, and he's talking about how he got interested in ruqyah. So thanks to my friend Huda for sending this to me. So in the video, they show a audio recording of one of his exorcism sessions. And as he is reciting the Quranic verses, the spirit in this woman, yeah, it's a woman again, is saying like he doesn't want to leave the house of the woman, like they are possessing. So he's reading again, and then the woman is reacting. But I think it's nice how he says at the end. He just says like it's up to people whether they want to believe or not. But he definitely believes that there are jinn. And he also mentions in the pre-modern Singapore, when people lived in villages, whenever they had problems, all kinds of any kinds of problems, so like health problems, mental illness, any kind of help, they would ask help from Bomo, which can be translated as a healer, or here he translated it as shaman. And I have spoken before in, I think the previous part, another one of these videos, about how I was when we were young, my sister had a undiagnosed medical condition, and my parents, it was not diagnosed yet. It was not in the medical textbook, so nobody knew what it was. And then my parents went to seek help from a bomo. Um, yeah, so I will link that video so you guys can watch that. My personal experience with a bomo, or how to say, personal trauma. Okay, next one is from abidigital.id. It's talking about how to when you do ruqyah, sometimes he said, okay, sometimes when you do ruqyah, but then after a while, the possession comes back, or the illness or the problem surfaces again. So he explains that it's if there is a kind of a root of the spell. He calls it the ain, like the Arabic letter ain. So it's sort of like it anchors. It's a physical object that anchors the spell or anchors the spirit to disturb this target victim. So here, this woman who is possessed, she's like the spirit is showing where that physical object is. I think it's somewhere in her house. And then he said, this object can also be like it can be put somewhere outside your room, somewhere in the house, hidden in the house. So as long as you don't get rid of this physical object, along with also doing ruqyah or the Islamic healing, the person cannot be fully cured. Like the problem will keep coming back. Here he shows an example of one of the, like, okay, they're looking for the ain, looking for the root. So he's showing like a nail with some wire wrapped around it, like that. I mean, here he's using it as a metaphor, but also literally, such a root can also be an object like this, a physical object that has been charmed. Okay, this one is an event that took place in Nabawi Mosque in Medina, Saudi Arabia, where this um, person who was doing a prayer, I think, um, he became stuck to the ground and he could not be moved. So they asked some of the the special forces. I mean, I don't know, are they a kind of police or there's some kind of special forces around the in the mosque? They tried to get their help to move this man, but he could not be moved. So I don't know. Have you heard of this before? This is the first time I'm hearing of this. And so I was reading the comments, and then it said, so first one by Yus Janto says, check his sins. I had a neighbor who went for Umrah, which is the minor pilgrimage. And when he was there, he had diarrhea every day. As long as he wanted to enter the mosque, he had diarrhea, he got nauseous until he went home. He was not able to do any acts of worship. And that was because he had a lot of sins from his finances, the way he was, either the way he earned money or whatever he was doing with his money. He had a lot of sins from there. And another comment from M. Budi Nut. It's also important before you leave for minor or major pilgrimage to do lots of prayer for repentance, do night prayers, ask for forgiveness, because and so if you do that before you leave, then you would nothing weird will happen to you and everything will go smoothly. So I think they're suggesting like this man, has some unresolved issues, needs some forgiveness for whatever. So that's why strange things happen to you, especially during pilgrimage, where it's a very important time in your spiritual life. So that's all in for this video. It's kind of short. See you in the next one.